Greetings and salutations. This is Doc Z, that tarot teddy bear. I hope this message finds you well. Happy Friday. It's a great day in the neighborhood. So I decided that I want to bring to you another tarot reading. And the question is, what is the message for the nation? What is the message for the people? Let's see. So the first card that I pulled was the Hangman. The Hangman represents, most times, sacrifice. He represents being stuck. He represents being in a place where you're not moving and there is no action, no activity. The only action that was taken was a choice that you made, which was to sacrifice something. And so usually the Hangman represents some type of delay in something, some type of shift in perspective. So I have decided to see things from a different angle, a different point of view. So it represents having time to hang around. So I think this Hangman is very appropriate for where we are as a society, where we are as a nation. We are not moving, we're stuck. And that could be as a result of, or example of that would be like the shelter in place, or the, I don't know if there are curfews yet, but the fact that we can't go to establishments like we used to in terms of restaurants that are closed, the fact that we can't participate in any type of social gathering, or there's this wave, this advocacy for social distancing to help mitigate the virus. But the fact that we have to choose to see things from a different angle, hang upside down from this tree and see the world totally anew. And that requires sacrifice. And this sacrifice is crossed with the Five of Cups. And this Five of Cups is basically speaking to the fact that we're losing, we've lost something. It speaks to our grief and sadness. It's a person, energy that is very distraught. This is the type of distraught energy that would come from maybe the loss of a job, the loss of a relationship, perhaps people who may be in bereavement and grieving. So that would make sense. People are dying and sick as a result of this coronavirus. So people are suffering loss. They're losing their loved ones and friends. This is the energy, this Five of Cups, which is a 5, so represents overall instability. So we're dealing with this instability by choosing to try to accept the world from a different point of view now. So let's see, our conscious minds. Yeah, it feels like, right now in the conscious mind, we're all on our head. We're all in our fear. This is the Five of Swords. So Swords is about the mind, it's about the thoughts, it's about our fears. And the mind can be a very dangerous environment if it is not regulated and balanced appropriately. This energy feels as though this person, or we as a people, or as a nation, we feel like perhaps that we are in a no-win situation. It feels like family, work, just the whole idea of this life that we have to live now, this existence, this new existence that we have to operate in, feels stressful, and it causes stress on the family. It causes stress from the work perspective. and it just feels like a very difficult, and it's a five. So again, this five energy is reinforcing the fact that there is instability. There is emotional instability in terms of the feeling of it, and there is instability in the mind in terms of the thoughts around it. But I get that. I get that. I totally understand that. What else can I say about this? I feel like the energy of the Seven of Wands is coming through, and the Seven of Wands is about basically defending your position and having a sustained effort. So I feel like this is speaking to society's efforts in terms of how to combat this pandemic, in terms of trying to be as clean as possible, in terms of washing our hands, and using best practices when sneezing, and just trying to be vigilant when it comes to not contaminating yourselves and other people. But it feels like this the Seven of Wands, seven is about advancement, it's about improvement, it's about progress. So it feels like we are now at a point where we are diligently, as a nation, as people collectively, trying to defend our person, to defend our health, and it's a very strong energy. It feels like advocacy in a way, like I'm advocating for perhaps this is like advocating for the needs of the hospitals in terms of the protective medical gear. These are PPEs. But these are like equipment, like the mask and I guess gowns. But it's like you have this. Maybe this is like the medical profession defending and fighting for what they need in order to adequately take care of patients. This is defending your position. So people are defending their position and being strong in it. And this is saying, this is a feeling of I will succeed if I stay strong and stand up for myself, defend my position. I feel like this is, us defending our health and protecting ourselves by being very cautious and not tolerating individuals who are not vigilant. Yeah, I think that's what this is. I feel like the future is going to be pretty good for us. Although we are experiencing this loss, because I'm seeing in the tower, which represents like catastrophic shift. Something is no longer as it was. So I think it's fair to say that we as a nation, we as a people in America, we're not moving as quickly as we used to when it comes to how we move in society. The money is not flowing as it used to. Just the world is not as busy, or our world is not as busy as it used to be. And so this tower represents like a breakdown of something. Something was broken. This collapse of an idea basically sets us up for a breakthrough, this breakthrough allows for illumination. So I think it's fair to say that we have been illuminated. We are definitely aware of, to the extent we can be, that we are at risk, or there is a risk of COVID-19, and that our various society and the systems that we have put in place that we thought ensured our advancement as a people and our success and our prosperity we have realized that we're more fragile than we thought, and if we are not careful and vigilant about maintaining this particular virus, life potentially could never be the same again. But I see we're being vigilant. I see victory on the way. I see victory as a result of hard work and determination. And even though this victory came out of anxiety and stress and loss, there will be. I'm seeing this victory, this success, it portends good news. I'm seeing this good news coming to us. Some type of announcement of some type of good news. It feels like it. I don't know if this is like people who've been working on a vaccine, or if people have been working very hard trying to develop something, but because this is creative energy, so somebody's creating something. I'm seeing the Empress here. So this is going to be a feeling of abundance coming to us. I feel like life coming into us again. But we will have had to suffer this loss before we get to the victory. I see that now, we're like anxious kids, in the house just stirring, but we want to get out and socialize. And I'm seeing this Page of Cups here, and this Page of Cup is like fun, and I guess it's like going to the bars and just having a good time, like those Sunday fun days. The brunches, the happy hours. It's like with like kids, like children, just wanting to get out and just feeling young at heart and just wanting to be out into the world. And I feel like this is saying to me that we shall get through this sooner than later, but I don't know if this is months. I feel like I'm not really good at predicting in terms of time, but from what I'm saying, I'm seeing winter energy, and I'm seeing spring energy. I know this spring energy cannot be this spring. I don't feel like it's happening this spring. And I feel like this Four of Swords, which speaks to the fact that we will enter into this period of a truce. This battle that we're fighting, there will be a peace, and we will recover. But this feels like more of a winter type time, like where there is this feeling of rest and refuge. Like this test will be over in a way. It feels like this test, after this test, there shall be peace of some sort. I feel like this peace, this truce, this feeling of refuge will come up in the form of relationships, will come in the form of finances, and will come in the form of work. I feel like that. So we will be victorious. There will be a sense of success. I guess someone will come out with some type of announcement. This feels like, hi Edward. This feels like this announcement could be soon, but this announcement, I don't feel like. I feel like this announcement will speak to the potential of something, and but I think we need to learn just to how to what this hangman is basically telling me is okay. We need to be still and have to understand that this stillness is a sacrifice that we have to make as a society in order to mitigate the harm that we could cause as a result of socializing. Edward? Now I'm wrapping up, so I want to show Edward because let's give him some camera time. So say hi. Say hi, Edward. This is my baby. Yes, I love him. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys what I was saying for us for this period, and to let you know that this feeling of delay, like, oh, I know that a lot of us thought or want this to be over, and it's just going to take time, and so we just have to accept the fact that we're going to have to hang here upside down just for a little while. I'm going to show you the hangman real quick. Hold on, okay. So, look at it. So this is the hangman. And he's hanging upside down. He's seeing things from a different perspective now. He gotta chill for a while. He gotta chill out. Just chill and enjoy this new pace, and become creative in this new pace, and connect with yourself, your higher self, in this new space and pace. Because the hangman is for our highest good. I feel like this hangman is the only way that we'll get to the four of the swords. We will have this peace, this truce. But apparently we're fighting very hard against it. And only our vigilance and us keeping each other safe, following the best practices, will allow for that. So, enjoy the hangman. And that's all I got. So if you're interested in a specific reading specifically dedicated for you, then feel free to reach out to me at docztarot.com, or you can DM me at docztarot on Instagram, and you can find me on Facebook as well. So thank you, and love and light, and understand that this instability that we're experiencing, it shall change, it will shift. Balance shall come back to our lives, and stability shall come forth as a result of some potential that Spirit will provide, because this potential will bring forth some type of victory. I see victory, I see success, and I see some announcement of that's good. And I do see us in this prayer mode, resting and recovering. So thank God for recovery, and ciao for now.